Amy, Dave and Hannah, just 3 of this year's storm names inspired by our favourite people and pets.
And that storm list indicates the start of meteorological autumn. And this week, be prepared for some fairly autumnal weather, showers or longer spells of rain on the cards. And, of course, being the 1st of September and the start of the autumn season, Met Office have announced the storm names for this coming year.
The new storm names?
The new storm names,
I like
yes.
this. Any good ones?
There are quite a few. Unfortunately, there is no Storm John and no Storm Sally this year.
We're calm, you see.
Yeah, John's world record attempt, obviously.
Yeah, exactly.
That's not
imagine of time, Matt.
But no, there are some good ones. The first one up this year will be Storm Amy. The names there coming up in front of you. You will notice from those storm names there's quite a mix there. Now, I should mention that these storm names have all been suggested by members of the public, but not just here in the UK, but also in Ireland and the Netherlands, because the 3 countries together jointly name storms, because the way low pressures track across, hits one, it could also affect the others.
And so they're all alphabetical, aren't they? So the first named storm will be Amy, and then the next one will be Bram.
And you'll notice there are a few letters missing as well, but in line with the US Atlantic storm naming, there's no Q's, no U's, no Y's, just because of the lack of names there to have it on a sort of rotating system.
And I'm guessing that Wubbo is is that?
It's actually Dutch.
Yeah.
It's pronounced Vubo.
OK.
And I believe
Not
it's named
Wubbo.
after the first Dutch...
So I just keep saying it.
Wubbo.
Wubbo.
Sounds like a place in Australia, doesn't it? Yeah.
But it's named after the first Dutch citizen to go into space, first Dutch astronaut. So there's a reason behind every one. For instance, Dave there was nominated by his other half.
Go on.
Because he snores 3 times more loudly than a storm.
Oh, dear, Dave. Sort it out.
And poor Violet apparently is a force to be reckoned with, according to her mother.
That could be a good thing.
It is, it is.
Is it right that Amy was the most popular female name to be suggested by a long way?
It was. Yeah. It was indeed. And so, quite apt, it is first on the list. There is a serious, of course, reason for all this, although a little bit of fun having names. But they do help public awareness in storms. Recently, of course, we had Storm Floris, which is the last storm to hit us at the start of August. According to research from the Met Office, because of the storm name, around 90% of people in the amber warning area were aware of the alerts, and over 80% took action as well.
Makes us pay attention more.
It does.
So we only got to F this year, so you won't necessarily get to...
Not necessarily get
Sally
all the way down.
Sally won't get to say Wubbo on air too often. Hopefully not. We won't get all the way to
say it
W.
again now. Wubbo.
Wubbo.
Storm Wubbo.
Wubbo.
Apologies to the astronaut who was the first person to make it to space.
And
Vubo?
Vubo.
Vubo.
Apologies to Dave as well for naming and shaming the snorer.
It's really embarrassing.
There's many Daves up and down the country this morning going, is it me?
Which particular Dave do you think that was?
This morning, the Met Office have released the next batch of storm names to take us from now all the way through till next August. Take a look at the list of the names. Are your names on it? These were all sent in, submitted by members of the public, not just here in the UK, but also across Ireland and the Netherlands too. We'll be starting with Amy. That'll be the first storm, and then going alphabetically. Now, you'll notice a good mix of names there. Some you might not recognise. There you go. W is Vuba, which is actually a Dutch scientist, named after a Dutch scientist, the first Dutch astronaut to go into space as well. And they've all come with little stories. Amy, the most popular name by far, and we saw likes of Dave named because his wife thought he snored louder than any possible storm. It all comes with a serious story, though, because these storms are named just to make the public aware, of course, of the chance of these storms causing impact. They'll only be named if it's expected to have medium or high impact across the UK as we go through the coming months. And, of course, when you name the storms, it means we have a greater awareness of it and a greater chance of the public responding. Recent Met Office survey said that the fact we named them meant people were much more prepared to respond to any warnings that are issued as those storms arrive. So when will that first one be, John and Sally?
And hopefully we won't get all the way through the list.
No.
We want as few of them as possible in the next few...
Last year we only got to F, Floris, which was at the start of August.
If we get to Vubo or whatever, it's going to be a really bad winter, isn't it? Wubbo. Vubo.
Vubo.
Thank you.
Vubo.
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 Hopefully we won't need to say it. Thank you very much indeed, Matt.